And I officially welcome you to the AFCON Show 2019. It's been an incredible season for the AFCON, of course. The 32nd edition has been magnificent, though it looked uncertain when it started because Cameroon backed up in the last minute and Egypt took all over. And yes, we've come almost to the final stage of it, and we played the third place match between Nigeria and Tunisia that happened yesterday. And Nigerians, like myself, are celebrating being in the third place. And we have a lot in the news to talk about because Iwobi is out there screaming, what an achievement for the young team that dominated and regained the third place finish. Gennett Troy also was in the news to say he is thrilled by the bronze medal he has held. I'll be having other guests with me on the show, but I would say my name is Bala or Kidiabe, and I'm going to be your host for today. Don't go nowhere. This is the AFCON where Africa lives. AFCON 2019, we'll be right back.
And exciting highlights. Let's light up Africa. Let's light up Africa on the AFCON 2019 show, showing every Tuesday and Thursday on Love World Plus.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I think like this is one of the best sounds I like about the AFCON 2019. It gives you this breath of fresh air. And of course, it's still our month of Thanksgiving, and you know we've been thanking God for everything he has done. And I'm sure the Nigerian team also is thanking God for a third place finish when we least expected it. Welcome back to the AFCON Show 2019, and my name is Bala. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed a thing. We're just going straight the headlines. What's happening in the AFCON 2019? You know what's happening. So we're going to go straight to the news. All right. On top of the news today, Gennett Roy. Where else to start than the Eagles head coach? That's the Super Eagles head coach, Gennett Roy. Gennett Roy said he is thrilled by having the third place medal. And he said Super Eagles, okay. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, we're going to go over to the next news. We'll come back to that news because Iwobi is speaking. That is the young Nigerian. I said this earlier before the show that Iwobi talked about how thrilled he was, about the young team we have in the Nigerian team. Bronze and the Eagles midfielder said after the Eagles defeated the Carthage Eagles in a 1-0 draw on Wednesday third place match with Odion Igalo grabbing the match winner after 3 minutes. The win was the 8th time the Eagles were recording a win in a third place match in as many games. I'm so happy to have won my first medal. It's such a great one for me, and I'm looking forward to more medals. And Iwobi also said that this is the youngest team that the tournament has seen achieving a great thing. In his words, he said it's a great achievement considering the quality of the 24 team, especially as our team is a very, very young team. I'm very sure we are happy with this medal, but we are hopeful we can do better in the next AFCON. And he also said we thank all Nigerian fans for their support and always wanting us to do them proud. That is Iwobi, the young man. That is, if you don't know who Iwobi, he plays for Arsenal FC, and of course, he's the nephew of the super legend dribbling king that we have in Nigeria. And some might say he's the best of all time in Africa. That's JJ Austin Okocha. Yes, I was talking about Gennett Roy, and I have the news here. All right, Gennett Roy said after the Eagles defeated, again, I should repeat this, the Eagles playing against the Eagles, but this time the Tunisian Scottish Eagles in a 1-0 draw. And Roy said, I am happy to have won my first AFCON medal. And Roy also said this in a press conference at the Al Salam Stadium in Cairo. He said, I told my players that it would be better to end with a win than a lose. We were disappointed at not making the final, but ending this win is a good thing. I'm sure, Roy, this is a good one. And I'm sure many Nigerians have been saying, after this AFCON, Roy should leave and Roy should. But I'm sure many are changing their opinions right now on Gennett Roy, because I think this is a magnificent feat that he has done for the Nigerian national team. And considering what Iwobi said earlier, this young team coming third. So there is plan and there's brightness for the future. Now, moving over to what the next news I have with me. No one should stand here, but trust Ekong. This man was the hero, was the villain, and he came back to be the hero again. Super Eagles defender Williams Trust Ekong was nominated the man of the match in the Eagles' 1 win over Tunisia. And it is said Trust Ekong's debut AFCON tournament has been one of mixed feelings, having scored a late winner to help Eagles beat Bafana in the 2-1 in an intense last 8 tie and advance to the semi-finals. However, hard as nails, Udinese's centre-back turned valiant days later in the last 4 clash against Algeria as he diverted a dangerous Riyad Mahrez cross into his own net to give the North Africans the opener, with the Desert Foxes eventually advancing to the finals. On Wednesday, the 25-year-old put another slaughter performance against Tunisia, and in this time was rewarded with a bronze medal for his effort, as well as the Man of the Match award. Trust Ekong took on social media to celebrate his 3rd place feat and his Man of the Match award. And he, in quote by Trust, he said, I'm happy to make home a bronze medal. I'm the man of the match tonight, proud of the team, he posted. All right, we are proud of you, Trust Ekong. Unlike Balogun made mistakes, but he came back. So who can make mistakes? And, with all these mistakes, we still weren't third. You did a great one for Nigeria. We're proud. I'm sure Udinese's club FC can't wait for you to get back. But we'll be right here in Nigeria to welcome you, man of the match. Nice one. All right, moving to the last one I have on the news. Interesting one, because this is more like a story. And it said a 5th All-African Coaches Final. If you've been following up, we talked about having local coaches in Africa coach the national teams. And I like this one, so let's go straight into it. When Algeria lock horns with Senegal at the Cairo International Stadium this Friday, that is 19 July 2019, to determine the new king of African football, there will be a historic milestone on the sidelines. A local coach will be crowned champion, whatever the result is. Jamel Belmadi, that is the coach of Algeria, and Aliou Cissé, that is the coach of Senegal, are competing for the holy grail of African football, and one of them will join the prestigious list of the African coaches who led their sides to continental glory over the 32 editions of the African Showcase Football Tournament. This is just the 5th final that 2 witness local coaches, that is African coaches, can help the finalists' technical staff. Just 4 times before the final was an all-African coaches affair. Overall, 11 coaches have won 11 coaches had won 15 AFCON titles in the previous 31 edition. Starting with Ghana, Gyamfe, and Egypt's Hassan Shehata had each won a record 3 titles, with Nigerian Stephen Keshi being the latest to achieve that in 2013. Either Belmadi or Cissé will join the prestigious list to come on Friday night. I can't wait. I can't wait for Africa to crown history again. Local coaches facing, and this is what we want. We've been praying for African football to develop into that place where we can be confident and say we don't need no foreign coaches to head the teams. It's a great one for Belhada, and of course for Cissé, who both coaches Also, I must say, Senegal coach Aliou Cisse captained Senegal at 2004 AFCON in Tunisia. And also, Algeria coach Jamel Belmadi also captained Algeria at the same competition in 2004. So what does that say? 2004 players, I think, will be great coaches. We're going to talk about it real soon. The phone lines are going to be open because I'm not going to be alone just talking here by myself. This is Africa. Africa, let's discuss AFCON. How has it been? What is your favorite, what is your favorite moments, I should say? If I would say my favorite moments are, I would look at when Egypt got knocked out. And again, when Cameroon defending champions get knocked out too. And of course, Madagascar, that team. We're going to talk about all that. But I know you have been biting your nails and wondering, how did Tunisia and Nigeria end up? We're bringing the highlights for you. Don't go nowhere. When we get back, we're going to discuss. And of course, the phone lines will be open on your screen. We'll be right back.
Third place for an 8th time, 4 times runners-up as well.
Welcome back to the AFCON Show 2019. I'm sure you enjoyed the highlights you just watched. But while we're celebrating that match against Nigeria, I must say, against Tunisia, wasn't all rosy for Nigeria, because if the Tunisians had the chance, they would have scored a goal against Nigeria. Probably 2, but it still ends up. And I must say, remember before this AFCON started, only 4 senior teams from the previous AFCON Cup of Nations and also from the previous World Cup team made it to the AFCON finals. So all the players like Mikalobi, Omeru, Ahmed Musa, and of course Igalo, the remaining team, young athletes, young players. And I must say, Ghana Troy did a good job organizing this young team and giving this opportunity to young players to come in and fill in the boat. And this is promising and saying whether Ghana Troy stays or leave, the future will be bright. Some might say Ghana Troy, it's more like a father figure. He doesn't know how to scold his players, or he doesn't know how to set things right. We don't know. But by the time they come back, more reports will be coming, and we're going to find out if the NFF is going to be keeping Ghana Troy or telling him thank you so much for what you've done. We'll leave I'll leave my opinions open until we get more reports. And of course, I said the phone lines will be open so you can call us in and let's talk Africa. Let's talk. Talking points, I must say, I promise I'm going to talk about some talking points. And I say Egypt, a good or a bitter horse that lost. I would say about the Egyptian team is that what they've actually done this season, this edition has been excellent. Why should I say? I should start with the I should start with the Egyptian Federation. First, they accepted to host this competition I think 6 months before. 6 months or like 1 year before the competition started, and they handled it very well. I've not heard any tourists complaining or saying they've had an issue in Cairo, and of course, I mean Egypt. And fans all over that have gone to support other teams have had it easy, because you could see after Nigeria won against South Africa, the game against South Africa, Egyptian fans came out to support other countries, and I would say that is really nice for football. And of course, though they fell through by South Africa in the round of 16, and that's football, anything can happen. Players like Salah, yes, they were favorites, but South Africa were a more determined team, and they won. The most surprising thing about it is that the whole FA of the Football Association of Egypt, they all resigned, which is shocking to me, because why do that? You had a perfect team, perfect technical team. I watched that match, and I would say the technical crew didn't let Egypt down. The players let Egypt down, and the players are not being scolded. Everything is faced on the head, the FA. And the coach, which I think is really, really unfair, really, really unfair. The FA did all they could do. The coach did all he could do. The players had so many opportunities. Players that should be held is Senagal, Salah, and Cole. If you were not holding the players, why are you holding these? Why? And the next one I'm going to be talking about was Ghana disappointing? Against a team like Benin. I should not say Ghana would, because questions have been thrown at me. Ghana was disappointing. I didn't think they were, because they faced a rising team, that is Benin Republic, and I must say that has 5 Nigerian players in the team. I'm just being patriotic. Anyway, they have 5 players in that team. They surprised Africa, not just Ghana. And Ghana, looking at what they've been coming through with the FA, and the IU brothers did a great job, but they weren't ready for this. So I would agree that, yes, they were a bit disappointed. And moving over, Madagascar. Oh, no, that team. When you mention Madagascar, a lot of people say, yeah, the cows. I don't call them the cows, because, you know, this is what they represent. The Madagascar team, breakthrough, underdogs of the tournament. I would say, if there was an award, they should create an award for them. Breakthrough team of the tournament, because they did absolutely well. Look at, okay. And the president also spoke concerning this. He gave all the players, he made all of them knights. Nice, and he gave them a cash $250,000 to the team and the technical crew. Incredible. We have an interview by the president of Madagascar. Listen to this.
From now onwards, you will hear about Madagascar. And Madagascar will shine in Africa. And we will qualify for the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations tournament to be hosted in Cameroon. A fantastic welcome that warms the heart. Really, it shows that this goes beyond football. It's a very nice human adventure, and that explains why I'm very attached to this team.
All right, you heard the Madagascan president talking that Madagascar will be here. That's what football can do. That's what sports can do. Can bring you out globally. And I must say, Madagascan team, great job, good job. If there's I take a bow for you. You did a good one. This is a team that has no football facility. They have no football league. They're a country and they're eligible to play for the AFCON. They got the players they could get, and they came and they got to the quarterfinals. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. Now the president is motivated to invest into football. You know, you most of the time, like Pastor, like our man of God always says, sometimes you are what you need to get to the next level. You already have it. God has given you what you want to get to the next level. You don't need an extra hand. You just need that belief, and that's what Madagascar. That's what they did. They believed in themselves. You know, they did. And so I would say, go with that spirit. It's still our month of Thanksgiving. Yay, Nigeria, we're celebrating. But now, moving over to the big boys, because these are the big boys we're talking about. Algeria, and of course, Senegal. The Marezes, and of course, the Sanis, the Koulibalis. And a lot of people say Algeria underdogs against a team like Senegal. But don't forget, Algeria has been on top of the African ranking for about 3 years. I understand why you say they're underdogs, because they only have Mahrez, they only have Fenike, and Senegal has players like Kanoute, Senegal has players like Koulibaly. Okay, thank you, I like that. Now we have on the screen, this is the head-to-head between Senegal and Algeria. 4 games have been won by Senegal, drawn 5, and they've lost 13 to Algeria. Never forget, this, after 17 years, this is the first time Senegal is getting to the finals. So this is going to be a cracker for both teams, I must say. 13, and they've won only 4. You know, history is yet to be made. I'm going to go like, you move over to the English Premier League, where you see teams like Man City, Chelsea, overcoming teams like Manchester United. Have had, you know, the history. History is for history. The present is now. All right. Before we go on the road to the final, we're going to listen to Cisse, that is the coach of Senegal, talking. We'll be right back. Just, we're bringing this now.
Cette qualification à la finale, c'est pour lui aussi.
Qualifying for the final is a victory for him too, because I think he did a great job in Senegal.
Il n'a pas eu la chance d'être en finale comme moi.
He didn't get the chance to be in the final like me, but he is part of the work behind it. So bravo Alain.
Ce qui a motivé aujourd'hui, je peux vous le dire, plus le fait que j'ai envie d'être.
What motivated me, I can tell you this, when wanting to be a coach, was wanting to lead Senegal back to this final.
N'oubliez pas que j'ai fait partie des garçons.
Don't forget that I am one of the players who missed a penalty in 2002, so I had given myself the goal of becoming a coach and bringing Senegal back to that level.
D'être entraîneur et de ramener à ce niveau-là le Sénégal.
That is Cissé, the African coach that's going to be in the final and will also likely be the next head coach, like the crown coach of the African continent. That is if Senegal beats Algeria. You listen to what he said. He talked about him playing against Belmadi, that is the coach of Tunisia. Remember, these both coaches, they were captains of their team in the tournament. That is Tunisia 2004. Incredible. Are we going to have, is this the final we're supposed to have in 2004? We will find out. And now this is the road to the final. We're going to watch, we're going to be watching how these guys, that is how Senegal and how Algeria got to the final. Let's watch this and we'll be right back to talk more. All right, welcome back to the AFCON Show 2019. If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot. But we're on the climax of the show, so you can stick around and still get informed. You people wonder, people be saying, is that not the finals that just played? Isn't Algeria versus Senegal? I know you might have forgotten that Senegal and Algeria were in the same group, and Algeria won against Senegal with a lone goal. And you must be wondering, and I'm sure a lot of people will be wondering, first and second in the continent meeting at the finals. And now we have first and second played in the group stage, and Algeria beats Senegal. Is Algeria going to win this competition? Because Algeria, to be factual, Algeria has been playing some superb football. You see the match against Nigeria? They came back. 2-1, they came back. But Senegal, I haven't really been convincing, I must say, with the stars they have. But boys like Mane comes up and pops up anytime, and he's the poster boy of that team. And he's been doing a great one. Now the final is here, July 19th. How is it going to be? Who is going to be officiating? VAR, of course. VAR is going to be the official referee of the final, because VAR started officiating all games in the AFCON 2019 from the round, after the round, that is the quarterfinals. And I must say, VAR has been awesome at the AFCON 2019. I will keep saying this. VAR should be given an award medal if they perform very well at the finals coming Friday, that is against Algeria versus Senegal. If they do a good job, I think they should be given an award. There's been controversy every time VAR steps on the field. But this time, VAR has been excellent. So is VAR going to be great? A lot of Africans are concerned, and they keep on saying, VAR, open your eyes. VAR, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. VAR, don't mess this up. We're going to listen to an ex-Zambian international who is also part of the CAF committee, and I think also part of the video assistant referee committee too. No one but Kalasha Boaya. Listen to this.
For me, when I'm standing, if I'm old-fashioned a bit, but if there is no intervention from the VAR, I'm happy. But if the VAR is there to make things good for us, I'm also happy. I'm not a fan of waiting too long for the decision. But so far, the intervention from VAR has been absolutely fantastic. Not so much. We have not asked the VAR for 2 or 3, but I wouldn't want the VAR to make a decision against, so that we don't use the technology against our own football. And I think sometimes that is what we have to be careful about. But so far, the VAR has been perfect. Everything is working well, and I hope that we don't see too much of it, but that the best team win on the day.
That's a beautiful one by Kalusha Buaya. I like that name. Africans, we have the best names in the world. What's it fun when your name can make your tongue move? That's what you do. Kalusha Buaya. You heard what he said. VAR's been doing a great job, and they are scared that VAR should continue. Not scared, I should say. They're optimistic that VAR should continue the good work it has started, so the technology won't be taken away from Africa. They also needed to stay. It's been a great show, I must say, and I'm hearing from the control room that the calls are coming in, but every time, service is a bit down. But don't worry, we'll get to talk more. That's on Saturday at Sports Safari, where we get to do the grand finale for the AFCON show, because it's going to be played on Friday, and we'll be here to bring you all the highlights, everything. And, of course, the veteran will be by my side. And, of course, we have all the guests. That's MNK Ago. And, of course, Charles will be here to round off the AFCON show. Africa, keep on singing. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. My name is Bala Okijeve, and it's been an awesome time with you. I hope to see you soon. Have a great day. And keep thanking God.